Hello friends, welcome to our channel KAAL The History, where we apprise you of the important historical events which one should certainly know, along with the ancient, medieval and the modern history in order to enhance your knowledge. Friends, in today's video, we're going to talk about the brief history of timekeeping. But before we move on, I would request you to kindly subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Friends, over millennia, humankind's time tracking has grown increasingly precise. Sundials divided days into hours, clocks broke hours into quarters and minutes, and finally minutes into seconds. As timepieces evolved, so did scientists' need for ever more exact tickers. They developed devices that relied not on Earth's wobbly rotation but on microscopic atomic movements. At the heart of it all is an ever-advancing appreciation for the smallest temporal unit, the second. Modern systems like GPS and cell phones rely on keeping their interval consistent, which makes defining and refining it well of the essence. In 18,000 to 8,000 BCE, a hatch-marked bone found in the Semliki Valley in the Democratic Republic of the Congo might be the earliest human attempt to count the days. 10,000 years later, in what's now Scotland, humans dug moon-shaped pits to track the lunar cycle. In 3500 BCE, humans cut days into smaller units by tracking the sun with the shadow-casting obelisks and rods. Nearly 2,000 years later, Egyptians refined that method into the earliest known sundial. Babylonian, Greek, Chinese and Mesoamerican versions followed. In 1500 BCE, by slowly flowing water from one vessel into another and measuring the liquid level against marked intervals, Egyptians could see how much time had passed without using sunlight. Similar methods relied on sand, burnt incense, or scored candles. In 12,067 CE, by the 13th century, the equinox was 11 days out of sync with the Julian calendar. To rectify the error, English philosopher Roger Bacon used the slivers on Ptolemy's subdivided globe as units of time. Now 1 second meant 1 by 86,400 of a solar day. In 725 CE, the first known mechanical clock was invented by Chinese monk Yi Zheng and scholar Liang Lingzan. As the flowing water spun a wheel, an interlocking system of rods and levers marked the time with a drum beat every quarter and a bell every full hour. In 150 CE, to help astronomers track stars, Egyptian mathematician Ptolemy mapped the sky onto a globe. He divided each degree of longitude, 360 in total, into 60 segments called minutes, and each of those into a further 60 smaller slivers, seconds. In 1430 CE, a 15th century French duke may have owned the first clock to drive its gears with a spring instead of water or weights. The design allowed for compact timepieces like pocket watches and boosted accuracy. Later versions only dropped 4 minutes a day. In 1656 CE, as springs unwound, they became inaccurate, causing problems for precision-craving astronomers like Galileo. So 17th century Dutch scientist Christian Huygens built a pendulum clock. Its 3-foot-long swinging weight lost only 1 minute per day. In 1927 CE, gravity can slow pendulums, but researchers at Bell Laboratories found that electrified quartz crystal vibrates more consistently. Early models erred by 1/3 of a second each year, allowing for precision measurements like tracking gravity at sea. In 2001 CE, visible light, which lets us detect faster vibrations than microwaves do, led to optical clocks that err just a second every 140 million years. Too fragile to run longer than a few days, these tickers could eventually cause a redefinition of the second again. In 1967 CE, atomic clocks made a more precise second possible, though it took nearly 2 decades for researchers to agree on a standard. Finally, they matched a second to the precise frequency of energy a cesium atom releases when its electrons jump. In 1949 CE, atoms resonate, even more reliable than quartz, using microwaves to track these oscillations. The National Bureau of Standards made a timer accurate to 1 second in 8 months. Today's most advanced cesium clock loses a second per 300 million years. So friends, if you really like the video, kindly like, subscribe, comment. Keep smiling and take care.